We're back with another Wuthering Waves video. I wanted to touch on this VA situation real quick because there seems to be more developments that have occurred. There's a Reddit post pretty much saying that the victim is retracting a lot of their statements, right? Now, I made my video, and in the title it said justice served. And in the video, I was very charitable in the sense of this was not gotcha tribalism. This is not me trying to fuel gotcha tribalism because, well, I said perfectly, you're against your player, rule war player. It doesn't matter. You don't deserve to be harassed and doxxed. And well, let's go through the full scenario here, right? My video was uploaded September 8th. September 8th, this video was uploaded. This stream happened 5 days ago, right? Now, when this information was first presented to me, we went through a ton of the Reddit threads, we went through a ton of screenshots. This was the actual initial apology from the VA. Actually, I'll just play it for you so you can see what is occurring here, right? So this is the apology. Once again, we solemnly apologize to all players. This incident was caused by my personal inappropriate remarks and my failure to promptly identify and delete comments containing offensive terms, which led to unnecessary rhythm and brought trouble to games various. This had a very negative impact on all players. I promise to give everyone clear and satisfactory explanation later. I'm very sorry for causing such a bad mood to everyone. I hope to gain the understanding of everyone affected and once again express my sincerest apologies to everyone. Okay, so you can see that this VA at the time made a post taking accountability. Now, in that VOD, I specifically said I'm not uploading this. I'm just going to pause and I'm going to show you a couple different clips. So right here, I straight up say, I don't know how true any of this is, right? I don't know how true any of this is, which I didn't. I didn't know how true it is, right? Now, I'm also asking for proof. Let's look at this. She's not apologizing to the actual victims. Yeah, is there any proof? I'm trying to see if there's anything else in this video. Is there any proof of her doxing people? I feel like we would need proof of her doxing someone, right? Absolutely, right? And then as we could see, the situation's advancing. I'm looking for it. She's not doxing. It feels a little. What she said got people doxed. Yeah, what did she say? I guess is my question. Like, what did she say that got someone doxed, right? So coming at this from a perspective of taking everything with a grain of salt, and I'm going to show you more in a moment, I specifically did not upload this day when this information was readily available for the simple reason of I didn't have all of that, the info. I mean, we had those screenshots, but to me, I'm like, okay, I don't know much about Billy. I don't know much about Chinese, and I still don't to this day, right? I should be more careful maybe about covering situations on Billy. I got a homie who can translate everything now, thankfully. However, once Wuthering Waves announced that they fired this VA, my first thought process is, oh wow, okay, like there's got to be some validity to this. I'm also like going through these text messages, she's like, if I publish this myself, the impact will be huge. Just like the CV, most of my 600,000 fans are media games, yada, yada, yada. Like I'm going through all of this stuff, right? So the last clip from my original stream, I just want to show you right here. So it says, this seems like a situation I'm not touching, right? It's like a situation we're probably not touching right now. Yeah, and I'm translating some of more screenshots from this person's video, like directly from Billy. I'm taking screenshots and I'm reading these, right? So again, the following day or maybe 2 days later, Wuthering Waves lets this person go after I've seen screenshots of this person straight up take accountability for something. And in my video, I was still charitable with if this person is directly involved with the IceJJ community, or if they were the ones to do it, they should be let go, right? Because again, doxing is a really serious thing. It's a very, very big crime. So when I see a post like this, if you want me to be very transparent with you, this person came out, said that they were, the VA said that they were somewhat responsible for this. And this to me, the VA said they went to a lawyer, right? So the accuser, or let me rephrase that, the person who was on the receiving end of the doxing and the harassment, I mean, this seems like the lawyer probably got in touch with them and just wanted people to stop talking about this, right? And listen, rightfully so. Look, we could say that the VA, I'm not going to sit here and say they're an evil person if this was genuinely a misunderstanding, right? Sure, absolutely. But I think people are looking at this one screenshot right now and not looking at the full picture. There was literally videos and text of it before she was fired. And before I dropped the video, I only dropped the video because of the Wuthering Waves confirmation. Now, someone, obviously people they're taking my picture, they're saying these clowns actions as day one. Again, they didn't watch the video, and that's normal in this community. This is not a gotcha tribalism thing, right? So now someone made a really great post because this was in gotcha, or this was in Wuthering Waves, right? The Wuthering Waves subreddit. This post lacks context and is just a copy pasta in the R Gotcha Gaming post by the same person. The clarification post by the victim is just to clarify that G did not directly guide the cyberbullying because G sued them for defamation. Because, again, to my understanding, G was being accused of directly doxing or being tied to Ice JJ Fish. And, well, that is a form of defamation. And I don't know how it works in China, but if you could prove that there are material losses or losses from your life, and this person clearly has losses, they were let go of Wuthering Waves, they absolutely have a lawsuit there, right? So that's there. They did not have the resources to go through the court and against a well-known VA and had to make an apology post obligated by police or law. But the cyberbullying and doxing still occurred. And it was caused by G's commenting on the victim's post with a sarcastic tone. This seems to be the cause of everything. And I'm going to be as charitable as I can for the 500th time. If that's the case, obviously, I don't think this G person, if that's the vibe we're going to go with, probably didn't mean to do that based on those other screenshots we saw where she's texting people, what do I do? What's happening? Like, what's going on? But that's the results of the action. So to pretend in which that, everyone's the devil for pretty much just saying, hey, this is bad, or at least for me, I don't know, it was in Saint's video, I'm going to be honest with you. It's just very disingenuous. It then became the target of the G600K toxic fans and the XXJJ for cyberbullying. It's also impossible to prove intention. Claim she didn't mean it. No one can prove otherwise because all she did was visit a page and leave a comment, which is like some sort of marketing target in the drama, marking a target in the drama scene. I don't even know what that means. G, the VA maybe did not intend for all this to happen, but she was indeed the cause of all that happened because she was being ignorant. She reignited the drama from 2 years ago. Now, I will also say, in my video, I said the drama from 2 years ago is very stupid. No, like, her trolling and saying that she's playing Minecraft was dumb. Like, here. Be like some sort of troll, especially if she's like a mainly Hoyo person, and I know she has like 500,000, 600,000 followers on her platform. Maybe this was like a tease, and then she just trolled people, and so in some way, this was like looked at as a horrendous act. I don't know. So, 2, she's going to play a game that she was voiced, but it is another Chinese game instead. So, some fans voiced their dissatisfaction, but it was not that big of an uproar. Again, I don't know. This just kind of seems like silly little trolls to me. Like, just kind of like trolling your audience, which is like, whatever. It's pretty straightforward that I'm being very unbiased, very nice as I possibly can be in a situation like this. And the confirmation to myself and a lot of other people is Wuthering Waves letting this VA go. I mean, it just makes sense, right? So here's this other thread, right? Now we go through that. Let me see. There's so many things. There's so many threads because this is just all over the place. Mind you, all of these are locked, by the way. Every single thread about this is completely locked. I wonder why. Hold on. Let me find this. All right, we got it. So, an actual clarification on the update of the VA drama. Now, this thread gives a lot more info. As you can see, Hoyo Gaming already went to the narrative that the Kuro bot bullied an innocent VA. But let's look at the truth. First, the victim has made seems an obligatory apology statement post required by the police. Main purpose to clarify that G did not directly guide cyberbullying. We went over that. There's realistically no way that it can be proved. She probably sued for defamation and claims saying G was guiding the fans. This person, the receiving opponent, is a normal person, doesn't have the resources to go to court against a famous VA with 600K fans. But the CN community is well aware that all the trouble the victim faced started with G visiting Bro's Billy Billy page and leaving sarcastic comments on the post. To put it bluntly, it's just her own fault and she's stupid. If she hadn't visited people's posts and made some sarcastic comments, how could all this nonsense have happened? Even if the victim was cyberbullied later, it could still be remedied. If she had immediately made a public apology and compensation and cut ties with Jan, she wouldn't have ended up like this. Again, I don't know the Jan, JJ, Ice JJ Fish stuff. The validity of it, I don't know. But this person is clearly showing this similar screenshots, or this one's the exact same that I showed on my stream. But this is another one saying this. If the thing is, because I made a comment to her, it was my fault. Now she's being cyberbullied, and I have to take some responsibility. I also hope to do my best to minimize the impact of this incident. Again, if this was a situation where it was not meant to be a big problem, yeah, I get it. She probably maybe didn't mean this. And listen, let's just be honest. There's tons of times where fandoms and communities are rabid, and maybe she makes a sarcastic comment and she didn't mean for people to target him, but they target him off of that and piggybacking off of that, right? And she's like, wait, hold on, what's happening? I could absolutely see a world and a situation like that. But with the information we were provided during the time of this stream and this video, I mean, like, I don't know, like, it's... listen, man, I don't know what you want from me. Doxing in itself is horrendous. Obviously, she's doing a 1A now, and she's saying she had nothing to do with it. Let me tell you a joke. If someone throws a cigarette on the roadside, it catches fire and spreads to the mountain, you could say it's not your intention. There's no deliberate behavior, but you and you are not responsible. This is my view. Wrong. If it was about Ming Chao, me wouldn't care. I don't even know what that means, bro. This whole thing is just silly. It's dumb. And I will say, maybe, you know what? Maybe we don't cover Billy Billy stuff going forward because it seems that it's very different. But at the end of the day, my video was very fair. It was critical of the fact that if this person is associated with all these doxers, they don't need to be in a position of power as a voice actor. And hopefully that clears it up. You know, again, we can't just sit here and look at this one statement in a vacuum. Right? Even if you want to have empathy and for the VA, which you could absolutely have, I think that's fine. These screenshots exist. The things that I saw 5 days ago, 1000% exist. So let's stop pretending it doesn't and stop this little cringe tribalism shit. I love you. Mwah. I'll see you in the next. I'll see you tonight. I got another video coming out tonight.